Deathstroke Inc. issue 9. Joshua Williamson writing with Paolo Pantalina on the art. This is the next part of Shadow War.
I'm going to just put this out there.
Uh-huh.
Kind of glad it's almost over.
Oh, not happy, are we?
It's starting to just feel a bit there. Like it's a bit messy. It's a little bit dragged out. It's not particularly exciting right now.
I think I'm a bit more positive. I think I don't think it's like a be-all end-all story, but I think it's a generally fun light event. If that, a light event. Does that make sense? Like
it does.
They're dealing with the Respawn death here. They try to save him, but it's not happening. So it kind of reiterates that they want to go after Talia. Batman and Robin are with the fake Deathstroke. There's some teases this issue. Obviously, we know who it is by the end of next issue, so we'll save that conversation for the next book. But this one, has art that feels a lot more like some of the art that's been in the run. Like this is the same whiplash I had last month with these two issues back to back. Is that the art change when we go to Robin is severe.
Yeah, I think that's part of why I'm feeling this about this event as well, because it feels kind of messy from an art perspective as well.
Yeah. The big thing here, though, is that Deathstroke goes back to where the rest of his team are being held, the Secret Society, and take them. There's a bit of a confrontation with Ghostmaker. They compare their dick sizes a little bit, and Deathstroke breaks Clown Hunter's arm. Is it just me, or the art here, just to give a little bit of criticism to Paolo Pantalina here, is that Clown Hunter suddenly looks like he's about 10 years older than he has in every single appearance he's ever had. See when Deathstroke's holding him to the gun to his head? He looks like this muscly, 20-year-old all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think the bit that gets me is the page after. The top right panel where Ghostmaker's behind him, and he's got his, he looks so old there.
He looks like an old man. He looks like he's in his 70s, like, these damn kids.
He does, yeah.
He looks so different. But yeah, the main thing is he gets his team back, and they fly off. And is that a Batwing he's stolen? It looks like a Batwing.
Looks like one, yeah.
If not, just a jet. There is actually a reference here to the Black Canary story from the one shot, which I'm like, this was enough. I could have just read this panel and not need to read the rest of those crappy stories. The Black Canary one was fine, but the rest of them were so bad that I wish I hadn't read the damn thing. So yeah, they're talking about the incoming threat. Things are bubbling up, and the cliffhanger is, Deathstroke's coming with his team to kill Talia, which is what the fake Deathstrokes wanted the whole time. This is the Shadow War. He wants them to go to war with each other. So
yeah, for reasons that will presumably become clearer, but once you know who he is. But right now, it's because of reasons.
Yeah.
Right now, being in this issue, not obviously,
of course,
as we're talking about it.
Yeah. This is the weird thing about having two of these issues in the same week, is that I do kind of feel like we're rushing through this one a little bit because all the juicy stuff's in the next one.
Yeah.
So
there is just confirmation that it is a bat plane, because the ninjas tell Talia there's a bat plane on the way.
That's right.
Should they let her land? And he's like, oh yeah, Batman's coming, and then obviously it's Deathstroke. And this is where we get the Mother Soul being like, yeah, Nezha's gonna rise.
That's
so
right.
Assumingly, Nezha is the demon that she's been going on about for, I don't know, 6 issues in the Robin book, whatever that.
Yeah,
longer.
I think it's interesting to finally give that demon some name and a story related to it. So we'll see where this goes in the present day stuff.
Yeah, it's a weird one for me because I've been less into that stuff in World's Finest than you were by quite a margin.
Yeah, me and Matt were both pretty into it, I'd say.
Yeah, so the Nezha stuff, this connecting this to that took away some of the mystery and kind of made it significantly less interesting for me, at least. But I assume if you've been enjoying that, this is kind of cool.
I mean, even if you don't like what they've done with it in World's Finest, there's nothing to say that when it comes up again properly here, or maybe it even comes up in the sense that, okay, the hope is for them to resurrect Nezha or bring him back, but maybe they won't. Maybe it's just cool that we have more context for what they're trying to raise because of the other book, kind of thing. Maybe,
but I think for me, the imagination of just that mysterious demon was more interesting than what I've seen of Nezha.
That's fair. Angel Breaker's outfit's still stupid and
90s as shit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just. I'm not necessarily saying the book is overly sexist or anything, but I will say that outfit just comes from a time when outfits for female characters was very pervy, and this one falls into that category. So, yeah, it is what it is. But so, yeah, I guess we'll just rate this one and move on to the next issue because I don't really have much left to add on this one in particular. So, yeah,
No, I'll just give it like a 6. It's fine, but I'm kind of not loving it.
That's fine. I'm definitely more. I'll probably more like a 7 range. It's kind of weird because we are kind of just like speeding through this one because just the big revelation comes in the next issue, and we already have that to talk about. So
I think it's important that they did put those in 2 separate weeks, into the same week, because otherwise that issue would have felt like, is that all we're getting this week?
yeah, possibly it may have felt that way, but it didn't. No, so maybe that was just smart scheduling that these come together.